Hello everybody and welcome back to RimWorld Raider Empire. So in the last episode oh god, it's a little stuttery. Huh, okay, that's fine. It seems to be passing. So yeah, in the last episode, we got ourselves our super pods up and running. Their capacity is a little bit lower than I was hoping, only 240 kilograms each, so we're going to need to build a whole bunch of them to be actually useful. It's not a big deal, we just, more resources, but that's kind of the point. This bed is driving me nuts. I noticed it off camera twice now and forgot about it on camera. Oh boy, what's the right direction? Let's go with that one, we'll find out. We're lacking steel. Steel's a bit of an issue right now. We did have a bunch of batteries that I placed down with the expectation that they would be moving them from here, but they didn't, and I kind of forgot to destroy them. That way they wouldn't be wasting the resources on it. It's kind of a waste of more steel, but we need to get our hands on steel. It's going to be a big issue. Obviously, we built a ton of turrets, so that was a big consumer of steel. These are 600 each, so that's a big consumer of steel. So we either need to buy some or raid for some, and raiding seems to be the logical way to go about it. We also did grab ourselves some more power cells. We have a lot of stuff to do around base, so I'd rather not leave right now because we got to get these fixed. We got a bunch of just fixing in general. That's fine. I don't know why it tells us when a prisoner gets eaten, because they're not really a prisoner at that point, but it's whatever. But yeah, so we have a lot of just stuff to do around base. So we're going to be getting that done. We need to get our clothing room up and running. So this roof got put in. We can deconstruct that wall. We're going to want new shelves. Best way to lay this out. We can go along this back wall. Up that way. What? We do that there. We can stick those out like that. There's a rule that I had for storage is that we have to make it so... That's going to be weird over here. Now we have to make it so they can reach them through corners. So we couldn't just like fill this whole room with them. Even though they could technically grab them, we can't just pack it in. That way there's a little bit of logic towards it. We're getting... chem fuel getting in. We got to build a chem fuel storage. So, an orbital factory. That will do. That will get us some steel. And we need a scrap trader, because they would buy all the other crap that we have sitting around. We are also going to do a weapon loadout change. That way we could smelt weapons for more steel, but at least for now this will get us going. So, Dayton, can you come up? Anything else that we got to worry about? I don't think so. So you have a ton of components. We don't need components. We got literally hundreds of them. Although it doesn't show... Oh, there's more up here. Kind of weird that it would put it all the way at the top there, but that's fine. So advanced components we're getting a little lower on, but I'm not too worried about it, because even 8's not bad. Some cloth. We'll buy that, so we got more for floors. We can sell off all of our fabrics. What I'm going to do is set up the auto seller for this. So we got category. We don't need health. We don't need made of materials, I don't think. So if we do that, and then we have our category for alpaca wool, we want... that's going to be under manufactured leather, any leather. And then textiles, any textiles. Oh, we're going to have to do this. Any textile except for cloth. So we have to manually click all these. Because we're not going to need the synth thread or devil strand or hyperweave for anything, because we're not making our own clothing. And I can't think of them being used for anything else. Not that I can think of. So that should get rid of all the leathers and everything but cloth automatically, so we don't have to worry about that. And that's going to be... all textiles, no cloth, automatically get sold. So now, go back. That should automatically get sold off if we can. And there's all of the cash. Okay, so it should actually be all of them, because if not, it would have done the cash. Medicines, no cheap ones. We do have a bunch of psychite tea we could sell off, but we should see, is there anything we could buy? Do you not have any steel for us here? You have cooking neurotrainers. We don't really need them for anything. I think our cooks are pretty alright. It's too bad you don't have steel. I thought you guys carried tons. Okay. And then we have weapons that need smelting. We are going to get our smelting, although those are all yours. That's fine. All the weapons. So do you have any weapons? You have minigun, grenade launcher. 24 range. It's quite slow. The damage is good though. Huh. Let's not. Let's not. Because I could see the problem I don't like about explosives is I might blow ourselves up with it, and I don't like that. And then you have miniguns, you have mechanoid LMGs. What's your fire rate? See, I don't like the slower fire rate weapons. They might be worth getting, but I'm not a big fan of it. It's fine. That needs to get fixed up. Flak, you don't buy our flak vests, probably. I don't know why no one buys them, but it's kind of whatever. And then you don't have anything worth grabbing. We can sell off this gold. Not right now, obviously. You're basically maxed out. But the gold... Well, we're going to need them for ships, actually. So, yeah, we'll keep the gold. But either way, you don't have anything down here that's worth getting. So that's good. We'll just take 15 grand. Because cash is cash is cash is cash. We'll take it all. Okay, so that's looking good. Too bad we didn't get steel of that. We can order a ship to come in. These pods. Let's cancel these, because we got to get ourselves a chem fuel room up and running. And I can't replace these chem fuel. Not with chem fuel. I can't replace these with walls. So the chem fuel room we can have... We only really need a small corner piece here. Yeah, well, I'd like all of it to be in here just for safety keepings. Let's do... That can all go away. And we're going to want a door. Explosion resistance preferably. And we'll just stack it into the corners over here. That should be fine. That might be a little bit hard to get at because it's going to have the corner rule for storage. Maybe we make these go one more out. Well, we could shift that in a sec. Okay, so other than that, our shield generator is done, so we can start building shields. Now, our defenses aren't really designed for shields. Over here might be alright, but the problem is their radius. What would that be under? Security, probably, right? Yeah. So if I remember correctly, I can change the size of these. But the issue that we're going to have is we're going to want to conform our base shape a little bit. Lack of maintenance. Really? That's the Rhino. So our base just... Our defenses aren't really designed for this. We could redo our entire defensive system to be a little bit more circular to better utilize these. Let's build one. We'll just do it in here for right now and see exactly what we're working with in terms of power, in terms of maximum, minimum radius, or I guess diameter. I guess they're both technically good enough. Hey, we're getting the fixing done here. That's nice. And then this room has been done. Okay, so we need that to get reinstalled. This is going to be a really big mess. Can you reinstall right there? What we can do is use that one spot right there for a trade beacon. That way we really not going to reach. We can shift these down slightly. And have a trade beacon a little bit more into the middle. So someone should come and do that pretty quick. Undo that one, please. I can go there, so that's all covered. Okay, and then we want this to be copy, paste. That way we can store all that, which will then clean out. Oh, that's been mostly cleaned out. Okay, good. That should be good. We're going to want lights in here. Obviously, we don't have the steel for that. We don't need to run the conduit back here. That should be fine. Although I do want it kind of off the ground here. So, yeah, we'll do that. And then we can select similar, construct that. And it looks like, where did we get enough extra steel? We didn't have any. Oh, it was, we destroyed the other pods, which had some in it. Okay, so if we want these in here... if we just did this, and it's kind of awkward, we can reinstall these up one and bring the whole thing up just slightly. We'll reinstall that one up. That and that are going to need to be deconstructed, so we can do a wall, and then these will get pushed up one. Then you're going to need heating. All that's been set up. We need a light over here. Light and light. You guys have a light, but we need our... should already have the conduits in. Oh, I guess we should see, because I don't remember. I think it was the front we did them. Yes. So if we get a heater for here. Farming trader, we don't need to worry about that. The party, oh, it's too late now. I was going to say everyone should wake up. Our airflow is lacking, so we need to do something with this. We also need to get everything set up inside. So the best way to go about this... we don't need these anymore for any reason. Deconstruct them, more steel. Same with these. We're good for power. These are putting out 25,000 watts right now. Plus we have batteries. We don't need that or that. Our shield is done. I don't want that. So what's... okay, so we can go up to 10 tiles as low as 3. Now, obviously the larger one's going to cover a larger area. And smaller one, obviously smaller area. If we have it so it's smaller but more, then... each individual shield will be taking less damage, since there will be more shields spread out. And they're easier to work with in terms of shape, because that gives us almost a perfectly straight edge. We could ignore that little bit there. So we could do that and include them in over here, and then we're basically invincible at base. Which is kind of the point. We don't really want to be worrying about what's going on here. It's more so worrying about what we're doing out. And power-wise, it... okay, so it only says 32 watts, but I know when it's getting shot at, it does use more. Which we can prove. Oh, that's not going to happen. The one person that I want. Chaos, can you come over here? And Ixius, can you come over here? You got power armor, so I'm not worried if this breaches. And you have a personal shield. So you got the Explorer power armor, and you have a personal shield. Oh, it's because you're melee. Okay, so that's fine. We just want to shoot at you. That should stop even our friendly ones. No? Chaos? Why can't you shoot Ixius there? Oh, we got no friendly fire allowed. Huh. And shoot walls. Is the shield stopping us from being able to target it? Now, we can also hook it up to our climate control, which would make it so it won't overheat. That might be a good idea too, which means we need to massively increase our climate control uses. So maybe we'll use this whole area for climate control, and that'll seal off all right in here. We need a wall across here, because we're going to want that to be a walkway. Our food's getting a little on the low side. It'll be fine. We just got to really get other stuff going. Okay, Chaos, come over here. So I can't target anything on the other side of that. I don't remember that being a thing. And that did hit the shield. Yeah, so it goes up just slightly. Well, not just slightly. We can't see because of it. I didn't know it stops targeting. The enemies should be able to target past it too. But either way. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the ass too. Because it shows its base radius, not the 3. So if it's a 3, it's really a 2 off. So we would want that like right here. Because then that'll bring it out to block you and you. And then the extra one sticking out would be in the embrasure. Although we'd probably want it one further, that way we could protect our embrasures too. That way the embrasures don't get blown up. Now, that doesn't stop explosions from getting pushed through. So if they had like a Doomsday or a Triple, that wouldn't really perfectly fix that. But it wouldn't be that big of a deal. We do have a portable shield coming. And then next, we do have a large shield, and there's also fortress shields, I think, somewhere in here. Which fortress shields are really big. Unless that's a large shield. It may have been changed. But what we're going to want is turrets. And that would be... less, I guess we could get the less than lethal set up too. But what we want is these square turrets. We have energy turrets too, so we'll get that going. Okay, where is the auto turret? Auto cannon turret, right there. So we'll get that going. And then we could get the uranium slug as well. So we're going to do a whole bunch of weapons, and then the energy turrets too. So we'll get all the turret-related stuff done. And then we'll consider looking at getting the next tier of ship. That's obviously a huge research on its own. Alright, you guys are out doing hunting stuff. That shield's getting moved, so we'll see how that lays out. Okay, so then that's protecting that. We can... So we'd probably want to go with 4. That way we can have them at the end of this. Because our turret... yeah, I guess our turret design is similar across the whole base where it goes back to. Yeah. Okay. Let's do... We're out of steel. Okay, so we'll leave that one... We'll block that off. That gets hit pretty hard, obviously. We'll use that one we built for that. And then these lights are coming in. It doesn't really block it super well. You'll see once all these come in, which we are lacking. Where's the power issue for this? I'm stupid. Never connected it up. Probably would have helped. Okay, and we got to start doing mass digging. Because we got to get crops growing, or else we're going to have a real hard time soon. So the best way to go about mining all of this, hopefully without bugs... We could throw some turrets in here. Oh, we don't have the steel. We might find some steel in this. If we mine out that, because this line indicates our inside area. We'll just leave a 1 gap there. That's not really a big deal. That going. Looking at any collapse risks. So we'll dig down that way. Want that, we'll dig that right across there, leave a bit of a walkway. That's going to be fine. We'll do right across here, dugout. If I do this correctly. Yeah, this is going to take forever. And then we can get that, which that'll get built. That'll get built. We'll leave that as a part of the structure. So that should be collapse resistant. That's all going to be crop growing, which we're going to need a ton of steel for that as well. It seems like our animals have been eating through this quicker than it's growing too. So that's going to be a bit of an issue too. Once we get enough ships going, we don't really need to worry about the animals, so we'll off them all off. We're going to want 2 new pieces there, and that could go there. Then that's going to be our chem fuel storage ready to go. And then over here, so our climate control needs to be expanded. We can do a walkway here, bring that across there. So that's all going to be climate control related stuff. We can have a... I'd like to switch these out for slate. We can have our entrance here. That's not going to really need more than anything. We're not doing a diplomatic marriage. Go away. You're not having our people. And then this doesn't have to be indoor, or it doesn't have to be outdoors. So this will just all get closed off. We'll get that deconstructed. This has been done, so we're going to want a roof on that. Roof right there. We're going to want storage. And we're going to make it so these are not deep storage. Just so we have a good visual of what's going on. So we have 4 stacks of chem fuel we're allowed to make. And then just in case we have to bring a bunch of chem fuel back with us. We'll grab a few small shelves here too. So I'll give us the 4 stacks that we're building plus room for another 2,250 in case we get a whole bunch from raiding. So that should be good. These batteries, since it doesn't want to do it the way I want, we could deconstruct them. But I think it'll be best just to get rid of them. We got some statues to put around. We can speed them up. They're all getting a lot done. We have a lot of work on the go. So that's good. Collins needs treatment. That would be your mom, because she got sensory mechanites. Okay. And we're going to have one too many, so we'll just deconstruct one. Go away. Deconstruct. And then we have a TV, so that's going to be put into here, which we got to get our food area. Oh my god, there's so much to do. Let's get in here mined out, because this is all going to be food production. We have disease, flu. How many? Just your mom. Ah! Fine. This room's going to be used a lot. We can get... I guess we'll start from this corner right there. So that's room for 3. That'll be where we do our production stuff, and then storage all along the rest of this. It'll be fine. And then how are you covering? Manhunter pack? Shouldn't be a problem, but that covers everything reasonably nice. Oh my god, that's a lot of bears. It's a good thing we got a lot of turrets here. No one's out? I don't think so. Doesn't look like it anyway. We'll just let the turrets do their thing, which we do have all these concussive turrets, so they're going to make a real mess. We never got that done, so we'll see. We'll see if I can hit the wall here. So we're able to shoot at that. I'm not sure why, but we can. And these bears shouldn't stand a chance. That's a lot of free meat, though. Holy explosives. Yeah, so those are doing pretty alright. Good. Wow. We massacred them. They barely made it right up to the wall. Okay, so then we're going to want to finish off all down creatures. Allow this, allow those, allow those. So we won't have to go out and hunt for a while. They should get to that pretty quick. We're going to want to do an allow all. Oh, that means that work got brought in, because I've done that a couple times. It's fine. It'll just go bad. And then from here, so we're going to want to seal this off. Which is going to make it weird for over here. Because I don't really like walkways being... Like, I don't like walkways being right at the edge of what we're doing, because then it feels like it's just kind of pointless doing the wall, but I do want everything sealed off for the sake of temperature management. And then we can do doors over here. Yeah, because that's... I'm not too worried about that being outdoors, because we're going to need this all outdoors anyway, because we need launch pad area. So we could even have it so our super pods are lined up against this wall here. And we could even do some mortars over here if we wanted. I don't really like mortars. They're fucking useless. But we could. We could. And then it'd probably be good to have a door out to here as well. More access points. So, and that will seal us off completely. We have a lot of floor. Oh my god, we got so much to do. So much! It never ends. Okay, we can do an allow all. That's looking pretty good. So all these bears are going to need to be hauled urgently. Bulk goods, we'll check that out. Get off my screen, please. Get off my screen. I click Dayton. There we go. Can you talk to that, please? Okay, so that's going to be not all of your cash. Rising. What do you got? So, for one, cloth. Components. We want steel if you have it. 600, we'll take it. We're good for plasteel, I'd say. Probably. And it doesn't look like there's much. Okay, so that'll be basically even. Yeah, so I don't think we can sell flak vests anymore. We'll know for sure when we get a scrap trader, because the scrap trader should buy literally anything. Wow. Lots. I wasn't expecting that much. So yeah, scrap trader should be able to buy literally anything. So if they can't buy it, I don't know what the deal is with it. but we're kind of overflowing in them. We could get a lot of steel from them as well. It's 22 each plus some cloth. So it's we'll see. I just know that the money is probably better used. I know we got a lot of cash, but more is always better, of course, because we're going to need to buy medicines and drugs and just unlimited amount of expensive stuff. Now, we are going to want to do a weapon swap. Get that all figured out. And then we'll do it for the end of the episode. That way, anyone that doesn't want to go through the weapon swap figure out doesn't have to watch it and miss other stuff. That looks much better. Still not perfect, but it is better. Out of curiosity, if we go... wall lights. Way down here, wall lights. Light radius of... the default is 8, so I already have them increased. So I think it's the brightness that's more of an issue. If we go 16... that doesn't have any... anything. Oh, I gotta save... oh. We'll see if increasing it makes it so it covers this up a little bit more. Oh, it seemed to have just updated. Yeah, it's updating. Oh, it says that we need to restart it, but it's fine. Apparently not. So it didn't really fix it. You guys are all down to just eating hay. So we're going to need to get rid of some animals, I think. Okay, well, either way, we'll put that back to 12. Okay. And then they'll all get dimmer. It's weird that it says we need to restart for it to affect, but it's doing it anyway. But whatever, I won't complain about that. We have a portable shield done. Okay, so that's good. We are going to want to build those. Good to go. Any hunting that's getting done should be stuff that we already had set up. We got statues, so let's get a 50. So I can go there. That's a 25. Any is better than a none. We're not going to build them ourselves, obviously. I never care that much. But if we're going to steal them, we may as well use them. That's a 150. That's nice. Your mom can have that. Because your mom deserves nice things. Okay, and then that's now all indoors. Indoor, indoor, indoor. Temperature is a little shit over here, but it should be a little bit better. We do need more air intakes. So what we'll do... oh god, we got probably a mess of conduits and everything over here. Power. No mess. We will want to bring conduits down here for redundancy purposes. Make sure everything's good. That's going to need to get fixed, so we can do that and that. And that should have been already moved. We'll deconstruct that, and we want the conduit that's there as well. Construct that, except for that there. We don't want to deconstruct. Okay, so then that'll fix the power for that. Once these all get put in, that'll fix that. We'll get a conduit through there. We don't need the one this wall, but that's going to get removed. We can still get rid of it just so we don't have to worry about it when we fix this wall. We'll deconstruct that, but we'll leave that one, because those walls are going to stay. These need to be set up for chem fuel, so that's going to be critical for manufactured... fuel. I like the icons. I was going to get rid of the mod, but it is actually very nice being able to have the icons there. So and that can be copy, paste, so all chem fuel should get put into that. Your mom is sick, that's fine. This is getting done. We're going to want these hauled. I can get hauled. It's going to take forever to do this. And I just hope that we don't get bugs in the meantime, because we are probably primed and ready to go for any bugs. But we should have enough firepower where it shouldn't be a problem. What we could do temporarily... I was going to say, we could set up embrasures here. But that would open it up to in here. We could... how do we have so much slate? Oh, yeah, because we're digging all this out and we're getting slate from that. Since we have so much slate, what we can do is set up embrasures along here. We're probably going to want to steal a slate door. Open that. Open that. That way, if we do get bugs spawning here, we have somewhere somewhat safe to get them without opening up in here. It's a little bit better. And then in here all needs to be mined out as well. Gonna be more. Now that's gonna collapse if we do that. 13 inside. It's 13 wall-to-wall or 14 wall-to-wall. Either way. That would be safe. Oh, you know what? It's an 11, actually. So that should be safe. That'd be a 13 external. I think that's good. It's changed over the years, so I never remember what the actual right number is. So that's all fine. We gotta get more turrets out. Oh my god, we got so much to do. Oh, it just never ends. We're gonna want to get ourselves more air vents, so we'll build a copy. And actually, that's gonna fit 3 across here. So we'll set up 2 new ones. It's gonna be 300 more steel, but we kind of need this now. But we'll get that going. That should be... Which is which? That's rotten fresh for human-like. This. That's rotten for animals. We can allow rotten humans as well. And suspend that. That way that rotty corpse get pulled out. Okay. That's looking good. We struck some machinery. That's fine. We don't need the components. Look at all the blood from these bears. There's still bears out here that didn't get hauled. Well, all those bears got butchered very quickly, though. Got thousands. Okay, so that's good. So where's all of our piping? So that's getting destroyed, so I'll fix that up. We may as well do a redundancy along here. Along there, since these are all invisible anyway. We're gonna bring that along here so we can clean up all of that. Now, construction should get done before deconstruction, but we might not have the steel for everything. I think we should. So we'll do that, and if temperature gets fucky, we'll deal with it. We got so much that still needs doing. How is our cloth supply? 800. You can get all these bedrooms done, and that's every bedroom is now complete. So then we got to start getting our hallways and stuff. We can do our prisoner room as well. Psychic Soothe, good, nice. So we're gonna need another 260 for that. I didn't pay attention to how much we used for this. I just had to see if we had enough. So that kind of sucks. And then that's ready to go. So if anything bad happens, we got that. We could cut that plant. That way the tree's not there. And that's safer. That's getting dug out. So then we'll remove the roof on that. We should be all right. These batteries haven't been moved yet. Don't need any of that. Your mom needs treatment. That flu shouldn't be an issue, right? Nah, you're fine. Okay. Alright, so things are looking pretty good. Now, 11 and Ixius, we're going to want you to drop that power armor. That way we can have a part of our main group. Because you guys aren't really getting sent out. So, drop that. Drop that. Not for you. And then you're free to go. And then we can get Meat Popsicle. Forswear that one. Heimdall. Wear that. Do we want this shield on anyone in particular? I don't think so. I think we should be alright. There shouldn't be any more sitting around. Not that we could see them easily, but we shouldn't have any. Okay, so you guys just have a lot of stuff to do. Okay. Major break. Your mom, that's because you're sick as fuck. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. We're going to want floors within here, so that's going to be our next thing to do. Is get enough cloth to get all these floors done. And then we'll work on redoing the ones over here. But we are at the end of the episode, so let's do a weapon change out. That way we could smelt everything else, because we got way too many weapons hanging around. So you got... Okay, first, what do we have? Is there anything that's good to keep in mind? So the reason that we had to turn it off was because... Oh, we have that Gauss rifle I forgot about. The reason we turned it off is because we were looking for some mid-range, short-range weapons. We needed more SMGs and stuff. Okay, so you got... We'll do this paused and only unpause it where we need it. So yeah, for now that's going to be it. If you have no interest in seeing the new weapon loadouts or any changes that we make to it, then feel free to leave. You're not going to, hopefully not going to miss anything out, else rather. But we're just going to go through and get everyone rearmed with what we have and then call that a day. So if you aren't interested in that, then feel free to leave. You don't need to worry about missing anything important. But for those of you who are staying, okay, so we got long range, mid range, short range. My keys. We got long range, mid range, short range. We got a triple long range, mid range, short range. We got long range, mid range, short range. We're good. Again, good. Although we don't have short range. But we'll, I know that we have a bit of a weirdness going all about. Yeah, because you don't really have short range other than bullet storms. So you can use a mid-range. So we got assault carbine. You can take that. Should we just draft everyone, get them to come down this way? That way we don't have to run more than we absolutely have to. Yeah, I'll be fine. Whoops, and you need to take that as a sidearm. Okay, so then you have long range, mid-range, short range. J... Use a long range. Do we have a sniper of any kind? We have a lot of assault carbines. Sniper has sidearm. That works. You can take that and then you'll be good. That's kind of long range. Long enough. And you can probably swap that out for an assault carbine, actually. What's the range on this? Up here. I know it's further range. It's not a bad weapon overall. So that's a 37. And then the assault carbine. Oh god, where's carbine itself? We gotta make sure we're looking at the right one. Oh, way up here at the top. You're a 31, so it's pretty much the same coverage overall. I know it's a few tiles off, which does make a difference. But I'm looking at, I manually control what weapons they use, so I tend to do, you know, not a lot of swapping unless necessary. Just because I like telling them what to do and not just letting them do it, because then if they do the wrong thing, if I fuck up, then it's my bad. If they fuck up, then I get frustrated. So it's whatever. So yeah, we'll take assault carbines instead of these semi-autos. So then, oh god, where were we? You're switching out for the assault carbine. So then you have a short range, and you could swap for a assault rifle. We have a battle rifle too. Do the assault rifle. So I'll swap that out. The LMG definitely can get swapped out, so you can have the battle rifle. That's the semi-auto shotgun. And then you have a chain shotgun. You can also have a assault carbine. Get rid of that. You can swap the LMG for a battle rifle. Mirage, yeah, you could definitely use something different. What else do we got here? You can have the bullpup rifle, because the bullpup, assault carbine, assault rifle, and the other one that we were switching to all are, you know, in the assault rifle range and damage and all that. Then we'll do that and then see what we're looking at. Just run this for a sec, make sure everyone's done. That's looking pretty good. Where are you bringing that? Why would you bring it there? It's wrong, but whatever. Okay, so okay. Oh, where's my keys? So long, short, mid. long, short, mid. Long, short, mid, and a rocket. You have the Explorer armor. That's good with the shield. Then your long, short, mid. And the auto pistol's not a bad weapon. It being poor kind of sucks. But we kind of need it. And then your long, mid... Heimdall, can you grab a short range? Gotta figure out who we want the Gauss rifle on. So you can take a revolver. Excellence, not bad. Do that. Angelic, you have... Swap that for an assault carbine of some kind, or some assault rifle poor. I'd rather not have a poor one. You could come take a machine pistol. And that'll swap that out. And then we're going to want to give you... We can give you the Gauss rifle, actually. And if we're going to do that, then you can also... Oh, you haven't come. It was Heimdall that just came. We can also get rid of your sniper. If you're going to be using the Gauss rifle, because its range is good enough where we don't need both. Sniper rifle, I don't really care that much for. Oh, you need that as a sidearm. I don't care that much for the sniper only because it's really slow firing. It's good, but you know, you only really have it useful for a short time before you're better off switching to an assault rifle. Whereas the Gauss lances and all that, those are well worth having, especially if it's on someone that can outrun other people, so you could keep your distance. But that's long, short, mid for that. That should be good. Merrick is looking... Bullet storms, they're not bad for short range. We can keep that as a short range. It might still be worth it just to have everyone with a bullet storm for short range. It's not like it's bad. It's probably better than most of the other short ranges. You don't need a long. You're fine. That's looking pretty alright. That's shotgun assault rifle. Good. And you have the explosive. Not that we really need Mirage with it, but it's there. And then melee, melee, and melee. Oh, we do have another Thrumbo horn. Where might that have gone? Right there. Equip that, please. Okay, and then we have a knife on the ground. So you have a knife. You have a knife. You have something. Okay, so knife. Iquad. Merrick. Is that wood? Yes. Can you come and pick up a knife? It's poor. Is anyone missing it completely? You're using wood in a club. Oh, you're carrying wood rather. Okay, so everyone, okay, you could definitely get rid of that. So ideally, we'll get a Thrumbo horn for everyone. So you can equip that as your sidearm, and you'll drop that. Okay. So that should be all right. That's a pretty good loadout. And then we're going to want to turn this back on for smelting ranged. And that's going to still be keeping bolt action rifles we don't need anymore. We'll still keep the bullet storms. I'm still kind of on the fence on whether the bullet storms would be the best option for short range. Obviously getting something like a charge SMG would be good, because that way it has the extra armor piercing. It's just good overall. But yeah, it's kind of a tough one to try to get our hands on a whole bunch. And then obviously we're not smelting any of these. The combat handgun gets smelted. Doomsdays and lances, and those aren't. Grenade launchers aren't. What I really want is everyone to have the exact same loadout, so we don't have to think about it. We just have to, you know, give it to them. That's kind of a tricky one too. And miniguns we don't necessarily need. We could smelt them if we have them. The semi-auto rifles can now get done. Semi-auto shotguns are still worth having. And the sniper, we can get rid of the snipers. Because if we're having people with long range, it'll be our best people. And we are best trying to get them with the Gauss Lance. or even a charge lance, which the gauss lances have a longer range by a few tiles. But that would be the best option. We do see them somewhat regularly on the Glitter World Trader. It's just come down to the whole money situation. Marksman rifle we haven't seen. If I click that, it should pop up yes. A 3 burst? That's weird. You don't necessarily need that. 41 range is pretty good though. So if that pops up, we can take it. But other than that, I think this is all good. We can get back to smelting this shit. Yeah, charge across the board is probably our best bet long term. We just got to be able to get enough of them. But that's alright. So that's going to be everything getting dealt with. And that's going to give us a whole bunch of steel to work with. And we should be alright. So in next episode, we can do a drop pod. We go to the item stash now. That was kind of the plan for this episode, but I got distracted with everything else that needs doing. Not going to do the peace talks, not going to do the research request, and we can, once we get a bit more steel, we'll try to get ourselves set up to drop pod in. It might be worth it to just send another caravan. What's our local area like? The issue is, we know that a caravan is basically just one trip. Even with like 4, 5, 6,000 kilogram capacity. We could lay off these guys for right now. Get ourselves working on these guys. Set ourselves up an outpost. Which we need a lot of steel set up because we need turrets and preferably shields on that too. But we could do an outpost sometime soon. And then have our attack group going out, clearing them out, drop it all off, and then, you know, just keep shipping stuff back and forth from main. But we do need enough resources to start it, which is a tricky part. And steel is where we're lacking. And we are kind of getting further and further out. It being winter slows things down. I'll think about it. But either way, that's going to be it for today. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. See ya.